Patience Bakery. Telephone 979-3660 is
6:15.
Whoa, like, what exactly is happening here?
What's the scoop? What's the scoop? What's the scoop?
Radio for the new world.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Red. Awesome. That program you have.
Saturday morning.
I think you represent for WTS. What's the scoop? Well, all them want it. That's how we flaunt it. And them need it and them want it.
You wanna know? Yeah. They never know some have to spell it. WTS. What's the scoop?
What's the scoop?
Fun, factual, fun, and unbiased. Your girl TIFAN. Exactly.
We cook them. Rice. WTS. Check out what's the scoop? Chang.
Hey, can you check, mix. Oh, Papa mix so good.
What that? What that?
Pop, I know lie. From your shell, the E-Buzz Wednesday, your mix different.
True.
I don't know if I believe that. We give a couple more weeks to see what go on.
You wait it out, a buck up.
So much you never did the party.
Yeah, man, the party did shell, but you know what I mean? When you see the What's the Scoop team, you know, a different kind of thing you go with. Yeah.
Well, I want to say welcome to our listeners. I mean, it is the E-Buzz. You already know how we do. I'm Kishima Francis.
And I'm Courtney Mack. We're in the building. Another Saturday evening is 8. And guess who else in the building?
Who else?
Who else in our building?
Okay, all right.
Pop?
Not say nothing then. Not say nothing.
You know, DJ Lollipop in the building as usual. I don't know, Peter, I blocked the screen this, so I can't get to see Kishima.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you know what I mean? But you don't know the thing.
What I do you, Peter? Why you blocking me?
Yeah, we're going to see what I want. You know, Peter Brad. But speaking of Peter, big up the entire team, of course. Peter Bradbury, you don't know, big up yourself on YouTube, of course. DJ Kemar, big up yourself also. And, you know, while them set up and make sure so everything is all right and everything check in. Yeah, man, gonna look the man. Watch it,
man, I can't tell what you're looking at. What you looking at?
Are you be look for right now?
So, why you put the camera there, so?
All right, you know, so that's a half-year conversation that is happening right now. But big up all the peeps, they were locking from near and far. Anyway, they were there upon a corner, upon a ends, because you know on a curfew time, so you don't know the vibe.
Outside.
Yeah, man, outside. Big up yourself. Anyway, there, if you're on the road, if you drive, take your time, just go on with your vibe, enjoy your Saturday. We're there at WTS.
How you want to get into the dish, Mac?
Anyhow you want to start it, but good.
All right, well, let's start with a hot topic. I mean, Spotify is a hot topic. Everybody's talking about Spotify. Now, Jamaican people stop worrying on a foreign mind and start supporting local music more, says Vibes Cartel after Spotify revealed that Caribbean rapper Drake is the top streaming artist in Jamaica, according to their data.
Yeah.
Now, in the message shared via Instagram, Cartel also had high ratings for IRIE FM for its continued support of dancehall and reggae music. On the social media platform, he wrote, quote, "Only IRIE FM give 100% local music. Everybody else give 15 minutes out of every hour.
Straight.
So the other 45 minutes dedicated to hip-hop, etc. Amazing island. LOL." End quote. Now, data released by Spotify on Friday revealed that the most played artists and songs of the year in various territories, including Jamaica, features one Jamaican artist in the top 10 of the most played songs list and 3 dancehall DJs in the top 10 most played artist list. Now, Canadian rapper Drake topped the most played artist in Jamaica in 2021, with Alkaline in second, Vibes Cartel third, and Skillibeng at number 7. Meanwhile, on the overall list, which is a top 50, Popcorn is at number 15, Dexter Daps at 32, Chronic Law at 34, and Shenseea at 43. Now, meanwhile, for the most played songs in Jamaica for 2021, Doja Cat dominates the list. She has 3 songs in the top 10. Numbers 1, 2, and 9, and outside of the top 10, Doja Cat makes her entry at numbers 14, 24, 28, and 41. Her song Kiss Me More topped the list, followed by Need to Know. And the only Jamaican artist in that top 10 is Intense with his hit single Yahoo Boys. I mean, which is on the IRIE FM Guinness Top 10 Dancehall chart. It's been on it for a minute.
For a minute.
Is it still on the chart?
Getting ready to make an exit, but is at number 10.
Right. So you know exactly said the song Well Hot.
Yeah, man.
Now, the data released by Spotify have the industry talking and of course, some people in their feelings. But the big question is which group within the Jamaican population do you think is using Spotify to stream music?
Yeah, something, Kish, I want to, dive in a little way with the whole Spotify situation. What? I agree with Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Spotify in terms of their stats, and I tell you why I said that.
But before you get into the stats,
Yeah.
I feel like the group that is basically using Spotify the most are teenagers. Hence, Doja Cat being in the list of having the most songs played, and then Drake now being the most played artist because. Still in Jamaica, you have a large number of persons who look to YouTube for their music, new music, whether it is new music or just to see what is happening in the industry. While you have teenagers and young adults, who are they listening to? Who is on their playlist?
Yeah, you're ready for that?
Yeah, ready for you to jump in now.
All right. The truth is. Big up to Spotify and big up to all the other platforms who just in recent time, become available to the Caribbean, Jamaica being a part of that. The truth is, there's not a lot of the masses here in Jamaica are not on Spotify as yet. The masses as it relates to when we think about things, music in general, most persons still go to YouTube on a local basis. However, the market, we must say that the market is growing for Spotify and Apple Music and all the other ones that are available, all the other platforms. But I still believe that there's a lot of persons, including tourists, including many persons who have Spotify from the US and are currently in Jamaica who are using it, and so many other persons, including the same set of persons you mentioned, the younger folks, persons who are into the whole TikTok and so on. But I still believe that the majority of persons who use Spotify locally are still not the majority here in Jamaica in terms of there are more persons that go to YouTube in Jamaica to hear music and to see new releases and all of these visuals and these streams. And I think the market continue to grow for Spotify. So if that's their stats and them say Drake, I don't see no reason why we fight Spotify. That is just Spotify. But if you go over YouTube, I'm sure the stats are gonna be different. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I don't know if persons and are fighting Spotify though to say that their data is inaccurate. I more see across social media where persons are saying that Jamaicans are too foreign minded. But even though you cannot tell a person what or who to listen to, that is why I pointed out that persons on Spotify and who are using the platform, like what cross section of Jamaica do they represent? And when you really look at it, a lot of teenagers are with the know. They are moving with the times. They are using the technology. They are utilizing all these various platforms to consume music, while you have other persons, a next section of the population who are just familiar and comfortable with YouTube. And then there are others who don't even care about Spotify and these other platforms because they are going to listen to the traditional mediums, and radio is one of those. Them turn on them radio and them listen to who them want to listen to, or they will walk in a music mart and buy a CD or a vinyl or whatever it is that they can find. But as it relates to the younger folks listening to music through the platform, they're going to choose who they want, and
Absolutely.
who they want is what's popular also on TikTok.
Yeah. And keep it in mind that Jamaicans in recent times as well, this is also a point because I definitely share your input in terms of that, and I do agree. And there's a whole heap of different ways to look at it, and the truth is that persons, different Drake. I mean, no doubt Drake is actually streaming here and I mean globally, and a lot more persons are because of the inclusion of Spotify and Apple Music and AudioMac and all of these platforms. A lot of persons are listening to also global music, but the truth is, while there is a situation there in terms of supporting our very own or local music and our genre. I would not necessarily agree with them from an open standpoint in terms of who is the most streamed Jamaican artist or streamed artist in Jamaica. But in general, on their platform, I can just work with them. I mean, if I that them say.
You know what this data proves?
Yeah.
This data actually hits the industry in a way where the realization is you are not competing with your counterparts in Jamaica. You're competing with musicians around the world. You're competing with everybody. You're going to be put up against the likes of a Drake. Like you mentioned, Mac, he is pulling his weight globally. This is the type of person that you are competing with. Will this data now have entertainers in general sort of look at what they're producing, what they're putting out? Cartel in his post also said, no tell me say the music where I make no sound good, because international music and all the time them sound good as well. And in making his point, but truth is when it comes down to it, you're not just competing with, it's not Vibes Cartel versus Popcorn or Vibes Cartel versus Alkaline or Skilly Bang versus Intense. It is all these entertainers in Jamaica versus Drake versus Doja Cat. So these are the people that you're up against. So ultimately you have to consistently put your best foot forward, because here comes the digital data and the numbers.
Absolutely. And another take to it as well, Kish, before we go, also, if you look at IRIE FM, I mean, if we're supposed to say, all right, the artist that is most played in Jamaica or streamed or whatnot, Drake definitely is not going to come on our radar, because we are the number one reggae radio station. And as such, he'll probably never be a part of that because of our platform. So I think everybody have them platform and them free to do what they want. And that is just Spotify. And, there's many more persons we can come with that. So if them say so, work with what them say on fit them platform. But when it come on to other platforms where we know the masses are more a part of so far, and continue to say that Spotify is growing and continue to grow, but nevertheless we must agree that not every Jamaican listen to music on Spotify currently.
No. And if you want to trend on Spotify, there you will have to get into the data, get into the statistics.
Yeah.
Will you produce music that teenagers will be excited about?
There you go.
Let's see.
All right.
What else is in the dish?
All right. Speaking of that, let's go over there. I mean, we're on Spotify. Let's go to Apple Music. So, so Apple Music earlier on this week, of course, released, new music from, Shenseea. Of course, it has to do with a new, Christmas carol that she basically released. It's like a beautiful cover of a Christmas carol that she did. And of course, a lot of persons were, talking about how beautiful this song was. It's called Hallelujah. It's actually popular around the Christmas time. But the song was originally written by Leonard Cohen. But, I think that Shenseea gave it, great justice in terms of the cover. It was released in 1984. Several famous musicians over the years cover this track. Nevertheless, I think that this is a brilliant cover. And, once again, Ramesh, his team, the entire Shenseea team, they were promoting it. And as well as Apple Music was putting it on their, front pages and so on. So big up to Shenseea, big up to Apple Music on this project. And we understand that they reached out to the entertainer for her to do this rendition as a request. So it was a request from Apple Music. So big up.
Shenseea did a phenomenal job. I mean, her voice is just awesome on it. And I think this rendition of Hallelujah, it basically shows even more her versatility. In addition to how talented she is. So kudos to Shenseea. I mean, she can DJ, she can rap, she can sing. Hello.
Yeah, man, full package.
Extremely talented.
Full package. So have you heard it?
I have.
Nice.
I was chatting with Ramesh with it. I mean, he's supposed to send me some information with the song. So hello, Ramesh. Still not get the email.
Ramesh,
but
hallelujah. Yes. Come on. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but really, really fantastic. Awesome job by the Shenyang boss.
Definitely. What else is in the dish?
Well, since we're on the international scene with influences and remaking of songs, legendary R&B star Mary J. Blige has sampled a section of veteran reggae singer Don Penn's 1994 reggae classic "You Don't Love Me." Now, a snippet of the rhythm produced by Steely and Clevie can be heard in the introduction of Mary J's newly released song titled "Amazing," which also features DJ Khaled. The song was released on Friday, and it is expected to be on her new album, her 14th studio album, which is slated for release in early 2022. She released 2 tracks on Friday, "Amazing," in addition to "Good Morning Gorgeous." So Mary is back in full effect musically, because you're seeing her on the screen. She's a part of Power Book 2. So, big up to Mary J. Blige. And big up, of course, to Don Penn and Steely and Clevie.
Big up Don and Steely and Clevie. You don't know it's new money. Is it?
Hello. And that's the beauty about understanding the business of music and having your house in order. So when things like this happen, you don't get ruffled.
No.
Because it's cha-ching.
Everything all right. Everything sort out. All right, speaking of cha-ching, I mean, I just want to mention Times Square right now. Massicka, of course, he dropped his debut album yesterday, and I must say that it's a banger. It's a great album. And what was interesting, though, was that the Dancehall Entertainers album, his artwork was all over Times Square. So, all those huge buildings and so on, you could see Massicka and his album cover and everything on Times Square. And it was very wonderful to see that, dancehall music is being promoted in that platform. In recent times, we have seen entertainers like Charlie Black and, other entertainers being a part of this kind of marketing campaign as it relates to having their projects released on major billboards and big screens in certain areas and territories. Now, of course, the 16-track compilation has quite a few collaborations, including Popcorn, Stefflon Don, Dexter Daps, and of course Sean Paul. And I must say, wonderful project. As a dancehall project, it is definitely a must listen to album in terms of not just 1 or 2 songs, but I can't tell. It's been a while since we have a dancehall project that pretty much every song is hit bound.
Wow. Well, I will be listening to the album tomorrow. Normally Sundays has become my day of
album days,
whipping up something in the kitchen while blasting the album. So I will be checking out Massicka's album in its entirety tomorrow. I saw where Cartel on Twitter, showed Massicka some love by quoting a lyric from one of the songs from the album, giving him basically a stamp of approval, and that in itself, was good as well. A lot of persons are raving
I'm happy you went
about
that
the album as well.
Yeah, man, because you know what, there are several entertainers, including Conscience and a lot. I mean, there's quite a number of persons who
and producers too, and even football star. Raheem Sterling on Instagram, he commented. Steven the Genius, Sean Nizzle commented as well.
It's good to see the industry like that. I mean, in terms of reaching out, because I mean, even Massicka, I think on his Instagram page, he really reposted quite a number of the posts that several other entertainers made, and I thought that was pretty good,
Yeah, even Michael Rainey Jr., the actor from Power Book 2, he was reacting to Massicka's album as well, so it's Massicka has been there. I don't think there was ever a doubt in anybody's mind that Massicka is absolutely talented. He's just underground, and I think some of what he makes is not really fit for radio unless you were willing to do your own personal edits and clean it up. But outside of that, I think the entire industry knows that he's very lyrical. I mean, his writing skills, he's pretty brilliant. And in addition to his delivery, and his voice as well. So
and you know something, Kish, it was a bit refreshing because the truth is, I mean, in recent times, for some persons, you hear quite a number of nursery rhymes and a couple little, 2-word this, that, 1-word that, and it was good to actually know that an entertainer who him write him lyrics. And you can see that the project was well written in terms of every song you could see where, lyrics just a flow, right, Lollipop?
You're connected with the album, Mac.
True.
Yeah, man. I mean, definitely.
And today is also Massicka's birthday.
And today's
Charmaine
birthdays.
Archer is reminding us.
So big
and
up
guess
to-
who else born today?
Who else
Rapper
born?
Jay-Z celebrating a birthday today as well. And
Hov.
Tyra Banks.
That's
Yes, sir.
all they need.
And
Yeah,
Luton
man.
Fire, I think, is celebrating a birthday today.
Look here, Lollipop said dancehall. Big up all the people with birthday. Here, Lollipop said dancehall didn't need the album. Easily, one of the best dancehall albums of 2021. Easily.
Wow. I'm tomorrow, I mean, I
Easily.
will be able to have conversation at length with
Yeah.
you, Mac,
Kish,
during the
Kish,
weekend
one
on
of them
Sunday.
album that where you listen and there's not one track where you can say, no, me skip that track, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is
I
fire.
had that vibe with Etana's Palmaja,
See it
her
there?
album. I mean,
See it there?
I grooved to it from start to finish. I mean, that was refreshing.
But
so can't wait to
don't get me
press
wrong.
play on
Don't get me
Massicka.
wrong. What was interesting because we had some great albums. I mean, we were expecting a lot more, but we had some great albums nevertheless. But in terms of a dancehall album, I this is one of the reasons why I kind of pre it a little bit different. In terms of, I got that impression from Charlie, but Charlie album also had you could see where he was tapping to different kind of audiences as well, Latin market, different kind of markets that he was doing, as well as Jamaican market. I think Massicka's album is more about our local market, but just dancehall in full effect.
Somebody was asking on YouTube, so what's up with Alkaline's album? For me, when I listened to Alkaline's album, I did skip a few tracks. I
Yeah.
mean, it didn't, my expectations were higher than
Yeah.
what was presented
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
There, we can't go around it. There may be a few songs on the album that is pretty good, but overall, in terms of a project, a complete project, definitely, I give Massicka the edge.
Okay, well, I'm waiting. I can't make that
No, man,
declaration.
when you do,
yet.
please let me know what you do.
Definitely, I will. I mean, for sure. I see. I'm reading and I'm seeing the reviews, and I'm excited to press play tomorrow. But it is time now for
Yeah,
the big ups.
I'm going to say musically, because I don't know why Lollipop's still laughing.
Yeah, say, give me
Shut up.
You know what
Sure,
music we are
what?
talking about today, so I don't know where you got over there, say, though. But yeah.
Right. So time for the big ups on the burnout. So kick off with Pop. Pop, what's your big up this week?
I just want to big up those people who just keep it 100 with you. Them don't tell you where you want fear. Them just tell you where you need fear.
True.
Them tell you the truth. Matter if it gonna hurt your feelings or
Yeah.
people that will just keep it real all the time. So big up them people there,
Nice.
Yeah, that's a proper big up, and I go and piggyback on your big up because in the same breath, I want to big up persons who are able to see and understand constructive criticism and take it and don't take offense to it, because
Nice.
telling somebody something is one thing, but being able to accept what is said is something else. So I want to big up the persons who understand and can appreciate constructive criticisms.
Fox. Nice.
What your big up, Mark?
My big up for this week, I big up the Bounty Foundation.
Woot, woot,
Real and
woot.
proper, you know what I mean?
Proper.
You don't know, say, the Bounty Foundation move forward and link up with, Tiger, veteran artist, and donated $400,000. And I thought, that was pretty wonderful. I mean, this was to go, for, medical expenses. And, we heard, so many situations that relate to illness and the veteran artists. And the fact that, Bounty, took the initiative, and as well as many other persons who are, contributing. But in particularly, I just want to big up Bounty Foundation for that.
That's a proper big up, Mark. And Bounty Killer, through his foundation, he has shown us that he's pretty consistent and, he cares. And I don't think this is the first time he's extending a helping hand to
No.
Tiger. But here it is. He needed it. And, Bounty's doing it again once more. I mean, from Tiger to persons who are not as famous or popular as Tiger, whether it's a wheelchair or he's painting the hospitals or he's just, donating money to persons in need. You know what I mean? Or whether it is food items. So big up to Bounty Killer and his foundation and his management team, Bankilos, for being consistent. You know what I mean? So yeah, big up. I endorse that fully, Mac.
Same way, so. All right.
So we'll balance the thing of the big up. We have to deal with some burnouts. So Pop, what's your burnout this week?
You know, one burnout them female, we always make them friend and dictate them relationship.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
More while them and them partner have a little disagreement and then tell them friend about it and them friend all say left the boy and
then you know them call a single friend, you know.
them call them friend we bitter towards man.
And Kish, me know you try balance this, you know.
No, I'm not balance it. I just want to find out who trouble Pop. Who give a false report on you.
I see it sometime, you know.
Yeah.
And the same friend where I tell the female say if you left her man and this and that, she not left your man and when her man are the worst.
Yeah. So and sometimes the same friend want her left too, cause the friend want her move in.
That are true. That is true.
Sure.
Yeah, is that? Yeah, man.
So Papa, you don't have man with stays at all?
I never see that yet.
You ever see that, Kish?
Of course.
Where you see that?
Me personally not see it, but
that means it exists. It exists.
It exists, Mac.
Yeah, man not do that. Man not do them
a regular me see
anybody?
No, but Sarah tell Paula say, Pop did say.
It's not a man that. It's not a man that.
No, but a regular me see my friend woman again, but I mean a business with it.
Yeah.
If it was a female, then would I tell them friend?
Look at that.
What you say? Say it again, Pop.
A regular me see my friend woman again bun.
Is which are they friend them?
Yes, and I never say nothing.
Yeah.
I'll book her up enough places.
Everyone a
So
Pop friend them with the check.
That makes you a good friend.
More while you have to love people.
Pop a friend them a pray, you know. Friend them a pray.
You think that makes you a good friend, Pop?
I wonder for me. And that they must say, you know. I mean,
yeah. You see, if you go tell the man now.
Yeah.
More while the man them not left the woman and you at the end of the day.
I'm possibly the man gonna say a lie. Yeah,
yes,
man, I say,
when head go up on pillar, different thing, you know.
Yeah, different.
Well, true that.
Something them just no bother.
You understand? Well, Pop, you have to go do some. I guess if you can sleep at night and still look upon your friend and be a good brethren same way, knowing what you know, to each his own.
Well, I feel away still, but...
Alright, so if the friend know... if the friend know head over heels now and, you know, them can't walk
one propose and them something
without this girl, you know, I go... And him say, Pop, you know, say, she... I know me I go do a thing special for her. What you say? What you go do?
I say, boy, me don't know, you have to just... I will just do what you have to do.
You not go say to him, say, you're sure?
Yeah,
I can say sure. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Think about it first.
Yeah, alright, I say, me that look into it little bit more though.
Yeah, give him little...
Yeah.
But sometimes them can't read between the lines still.
So Ollie, at the end of that, Puppy, just say your favorite line. I don't business.
Yeah, right.
Wow, that is wild.
So who you about this?
My burnout, I want to burn out some people who always just see the negative in every situation. It doesn't matter what happened. For example, you know, Barbados naming Rihanna national hero.
Yeah.
You know, doing what they're doing and mobilizing themselves and moving forward as a republic. I mean, you still find somebody in the midst of Rihanna getting her national award. You will have some people still have to come with some negative energy and negative vibe, talk about something as petty as what she's wearing. So burn out. People who always find the negative out of a positive and a brilliant situation.
Really, burn off.
Burn out. What's your burn out?
All right, my burnout for this week, you don't know, you know, I burn out some trade man where, you know, from when people are look for them, And then all of a sudden, since December start, now them start show up. You know what I mean? And I promise the boy them want more money to get the work done before Christmas. And them
New material and thing.
And them said this and that, and if them need this some money to sort out the thing, and them know say January and February before them start months up with them for months up. You have some of them trade money them want collect, you know. You have some good one, you know, where do the work and do the thing, but you have some of them where I just money thing them dip on it. Them they don't want the people work. So me I burn out them the people where the trade man them will feel like say boy them just want to reach out to people and start answer phone now, because guess what? Christmas around the corner and you don't know them want to scrape in as much as possible. Burn off.
Maka, who start call you?
None of me. It's a situation though, but none of me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now we have the big ups and burnouts out the way. It is time for, you know what, Ready Land. You ready?
Into the peeps, are you ready?
Happening right now on the WTS stage, Throwback style.
It's all about ding dong.
We can't pause for this girl when we get to the Yes! Cool you! Hey! Yes! Hey! Hey! Cleavers in the building! No linger! 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 Just show them your little finger! Come on! Sweat! 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 But me see gyal go east, and gyal go west, gyal go north, gyal go south, gyal a bout. Me see gyal shock out, and them a go out. I run about, gyal sing out, gyal bling out. Me see gyal go east, and gyal go west, gyal go north, gyal go south, gyal a bout. Me see gyal shock out, and them go out. I run about. Come down. No man, no fit carry back, no man. Do you see gyal? Dash the one there. Here next one. We're going to turn up in and say mad. What's the scoop? We are the scoop. We say bad man forward, a bad man. Pull up. Dash it. Ravers are going to clip. What's the scoop? Ravers are the scoop and something. We are the do. Our road. From New York to Jamaica. Ricky Blaze, done it. Let's go. But I want to name Batman forward, a bad man. Pull up. Mr. Batman forward, a bad man. Pull up. Mr. Batman forward, a bad man. Pull up. Mr. Batman. Pull up. Mr. Batman. Pull up. Mr. Batman forward, a bad man. Pull up. Mr. Batman forward, a bad man. Pull up. Mr. Batman forward, a bad man. Pull up. Mr. Batman. Pull up. Mr. Pull up. Watch thing now I do this. Pull up. Dash it out.
I'm talking about New York City, Toronto, California, all Jamaican people, we're shipping. It's a run,
pull up. Worldwide. Yo, here what? We're going to gas up in here. Everybody, make sure it's on the radio, stuck yourself. See in plate again.
I'm talking about New York City, Miami, Toronto, California, all Jamaican people, we're shipping. It's a run, New York City, this dancing is moving, it's electric. Little kids, fat girls request it. Come on now, everybody catch this. DJ I'm just skip to my love. Skip to my love. Skip to my love. Skip to my love. We're dancing from evening till sunlight. This dance is so nice. Blind left, stop. Skip to my love. Skip to my love.
What is the moment of you? When you look over to the right and then guess who's here? The dancing princess appear. The body sing around the wall, sticking and beer. Right there. Sing get drunk and up here. Slip to Malou with your hand in the air. People, that's how you can't never get in a life. cool ravers.
It's a holiday. Sunny day.
Nobody has to work, no, nobody goes to school. See them on the corner, joke around and act the fool. They all let's play domino, send I love. But I'm going to the beach. Money in my pocket, so I know I have to reach. Call a couple girls, tell them to link up with my. Tell them rolling on them top breasts. Turn it up, go. To the fullest. First time we say hot girl, I'm turn it up, man, turn it up. When every girl is getting slim, married to the gym, you have to have t-shirt, but this little modeling, no one go all a line. The bar, whatever, check. We clean and out because they know I'm man. Well, it's more in the club, we and the woman, them, the DJ and the boot plate. New for the ladies, any for the thugs. The ladies, them are scream, say, hey! Get again, bravo. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. All right, then.
A summer swing.
Oh.
A summer swing.
Oh.
A summer swing. It's just a Magdalene thing. Hey. A summer swing.
Oh.
A summer swing. Real one. A summer swing. It's just a Magdalene thing.
I mean, say, a summer swing.
Oh. Real man.
Yo.
Everybody do the dance.
What I know now? Walk with a dancer. Swing with a dancer.
Hey.
Try talk with a dancer.
Good now.
What everybody do the dancer.
With that
the production.
With
Real
that
boss. Rock with a dancer.
With that time.
None of you. Shampoo.
Music.
Shampoo.
Everybody do the dance.
Walk with a dancer. Swing with a dancer.
Good now.
Try talk with a dancer.
Hey. Hey.
What everybody do the dancer.
With that time.
With a dancer.
With that time.
Rock with a dancer.
All right. Everybody.
Shampoo.
Music.
Shampoo.
Real man.
Shampoo.
Real man.
Shampoo.
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 Shampoo. Shampoo. Shampoo. Walk with it. Walk with it. Walk with it. Silent. Walk with it. Swing with it. Swing with it. Swing with it. Swing with it. This is out it. And I see walk with 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 it. Again. Shampoo. 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 Shampoo.
Like when I wash your hair with shampoo. Hey, I saw that shampoo.
Whoa.
One.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Lord.
Whoa.
Red.
Whoa.
One.
Whoa.
Lord.
Whoa.
Red.
Whoa.
Everybody.
Dancing.
Everybody.
Dancing.
Everybody.
Dancing.
Everybody.
Dancing.
Everybody.
Dancing.
Everybody.
Dancing.
Everybody.
Dancing again. One more time. Shampoo.
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 Stop it. Stop it. Warm up here.
Yeah.
Boy, out, we go get some.
Man,
Go
run.
got the one I'm Mountain View, Nannyville. Zane, Greenwich Farm, Blackburn Pen. Zane, one big up Top Range, Chambers Lane, Standpipe. Zane, the whole East. One big up down at TG, one big up down at Jungle. One big up every selector we are represent dance and music and dancing right now. One big up Father Bogle, the greatest if I want the face of the earth. Zane, one big up what's the scope. Cause the real scope, pull up, don't play it yet. Zane, big up what's the scope, cause I don't know it's our scope. And now we are the hot spot where the hot talk about. Zane, our time now. Zane, so play it now. Follow river, follow People, if you don't want to know where I go on Ding Dong and Ravers, just follow me on Instagram at Ding Dong Ravers. It's the only thing I use. When I use Facebook, WhatsApp, BBM, nothing else. Just Instagram alone at Ding Dong Ravers, and you find the whole of the Ravers. Play it again now. Follow Ravers. Follow me at Ding Dong Ravers. Dance me boss, but that one is easier. Jordan, big up yourself, Jimmy Rocker. Come on. Well, I want a name. Low enough. Ding Dong said I want a name. Low enough. Pull. Yo, big up David Chimney. Chimney Records. You hear me? Boom, anywhere there in the world. IRIE, Marine friends. You hear me? Sure. Come on. Well, I want a name. Low enough. Westy said I want a name. Low enough. Atarice said I want a name. Low enough. Bishop Escobar said I want a name. Low enough. I said, low me. Hey, low me no. Low me. Hey, low me no. Low me. Hey, low me no. Apart from with the man. Low me no. I said, low me. Low me no. Low me. Low me no. Low me. Low me no. Apart from with the man. Tony Matara. Swing your shoulders from left to swing. Swing your shoulders from left to swing. Swing your shoulders from left to. No matter with the fussing and no matter with the fussing. Swing your shoulders from left to swing. Swing your shoulders from left to swing. Swing your shoulders from left to. No matter with the fussing and no matter with the. Alright then. Low it, low it up, low it, low it up, low it, low it up. Apart from the man, low it up. Low me, low me up, hey, low me, low me up, hey, low me, hey, low me up. I'm for the come on. We don't want your love, we don't want your ear. We don't trust people, it's in your go at yes. If I test them, I test with them, I go fear. Yes. And if you know you don't like, we don't know here. All who are see don't call when you don't feel low. Because me know one now, no never go away. Fear friends, we don't want them surround with. And if you not do the right thing, low it, low it, low it up, low it, low it up, low it, low it up. I'm over in the man, low it up, low it, low it up, low it, low it up, low it, low it up. I'm over in the man, low it up. I'm my life, I mean I pay my bill. Me never beg on nothing, so who no figure train. I mean you want yet, Ravers you walk in. But we trust in the Almighty, so we still the road clear, so we young lago press. Yes, pull up. People don't want themselves there, yeah? If you're not here when me say you must see that there. Yo! Yeah, people, hold on there, pull up. All our listeners there who are driving and listen, we know them house and listen. Everybody we are watch right now on stream. This is a new act for tourism here. Ding Dong and Ravers, Clavers. We need billboard around in Ocha, Mobi and Warden place. See? So right now, near Seffer. Basic production again.
If you know you want to say you must
What a vibe that was.
Ding Dong, the entire Ravers, Clavers, big up on yourself anywhere on the day, you know what I mean?
Yo, that was a mad vibe.
You know what I mean? You know, we got throwback settings a while ago with Ding Dong. It's not normal. You know the thing go. You know the something go.
No, definitely. So remember, you can catch us for WTS every Saturday. Courtney Mac kick things off 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with the breakfast party. So
then
make sure you clock in.
Of course, then Kishima steps in at 1 to 2 p.m. Beer scoopings and shellings. You see it. You know the Shreps go. You know the thing go.
And then 6:15 to 7 o'clock, we link up with a WTS throwback performance until, you know, the thing set.
You know the something goes sooner or later.
But what do you foresee? Do you foresee come December 10, there will be, freer movement or tighter restrictions?
You don't know, sir, based on when we follow Wagwan as it relates to holidays and so on, sometimes it tends to tighten up a little bit around the holidays. Let us see if that's the case this time around, or is it that everything remain the same level like we're on right now? But I don't really see where it may get any more freer, So make we see.
Especially with a new variant.
Yeah. So make we see what go on, but we hope for the best. Whatever the best option is at the time. We have to just work with the protocol, is it?
Yeah, no doubt.
Big up the whole team, of course. DJ Kemar, engineer. Big up, of course, the Peter Bradba, keeping us connected on YouTube. This
big up DJ Lollipop.
As always. Gonna go for this time signal real quick.
Real estate developers, contractors, hardwares, tradesmen, hoteliers. For the widest variety of hardware and plumbing supplies, come to Atlantic Hardware and Plumbing, 7A Ashenheim Road, Kingston 11. Call us at 758-0266. The time by Atlantic Hardware and Plumbing Supplies is
7 o'clock. All right, that's our time. My name is Courtney Mac.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Big A is up next, so stick and stay. We are